All right, we're going to go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Retro and Rare podcast, episode 16, clean and mean, sharp like a laser beam. Bars or no?
Yeah, it's not bad.
That wasn't bad, right? I mean, could you rap better or?
Like a fiend.
Who would win in a battle rap, me or you? A rap battle, excuse me. I'm already fucking up.
Probably you.
Okay.
You have more experience.
Okay. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to feel good, start the show. I'm feeling great. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about thrifting because I went ham this week. Like, honestly, I've never... And shout out to everybody who consistently thrifts, shops, goes in the bins and all this crazy shit that you motherfuckers do. And not just for clothes, for anything. I just happen to be on a fashion kick lately. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to explain all this to you, and you just don't care. You're not a fashionable guy. I'm not dissing you, but you don't care. I like your Metroid shirt, though.
You're finally going thrift shopping. That's good.
I know, but here's the thing. Guess what? I bought over 200 pieces of clothing in the last 5 days. Off the rack, separate, going to thrift stores, Goodwill, Salvation Armies, consistent 5-day rotation of like 5 or 6 spots that I know. I did not buy one video game. Not one. I saw a bunch of fucking Madden. I saw all sports titles. The reason I don't go thrifting is for video games. It is not worth it. Lately, I've always been into vintage t-shirts. Now, obviously, when I was really young, vintage shirts were in the fucking 80s. I mean, the 70s and shit. I would love to find that shit, but I am really enjoying way more than I thought because I'm going to be honest, I'm not a thrill of the hunt guy. We've had this discussion. I'm not into like, just that feeling of going there and going through shit. Well, you know what? I've kind of changed a little bit of that, bro. Having as much success as I've had. Bro, this shirt I'm wearing, Kenzo, I know motherfuckers don't even... A lot of you guys have probably no idea what this is. This is a dope-ass, high-end brand, vintage shit. I got this morning at the Salvation Army for $1.99, as well as this hat for next to nothing. Polar Bear Club, what up? Vintage, I love it.
You got animals.
I just showed you what this goes for on eBay. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, that's sick. That's a good find.
Now, I'm not going to sell it on eBay. I don't want to sell it. I love it. And I got so many dope pieces. And I know a lot of people have been hitting me up like, bro, I didn't realize you were really into shit like clothing like that. And you know what it is, bro? And shout out to people like Vintage Orlando. That's the homie. Urban Retro Heads. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people. Heat Broker, 1980s. Something Co. There's just a lot of great people in that community as well. And, you know, our communities cross. Like, I'm a primarily, obviously, a game collector. I collect sneakers. I'm a little into everything because I'm really into nostalgia. I'm into the fashion from back in the 80s and 90s. I'm into the movies. I'm into the music. I'm into the culture. I'm into the games. I'm into everything. So, being into all that shit, it's really a dope experience to cross paths with people. Like, they don't collect video games, but they collect video game t-shirts, vintage tees that are promotional items. And I have a couple. I have the Akuma joint that I wore from Panasonic 3DO Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I have the Final Fantasy 7 one. I have a couple of dope video game ones. Nothing like these guys have, though. Motherfuckers have shit that will just blow your mind. Like, never mind. Just real quick, we're going to hop around on some of my experiences this week. I'm going to tell some stories because I had some funny shit happen. But as I got into this more, as far as what I really like, what I'm really into, obviously the first thing is Marvel. I have a couple of Marvel pieces. I don't have the all-over print joints like some of these dudes do. Have you seen some of these, bro?
The full art?
Yeah. Where it's fucking Magneto in the universe with fucking... I mean, it's just the craziest shit. And the Carnage shit, are ya joking? Bro. Now, some of them shits go 500, 600, 700. I happen this week to find no good what I think are real deal Marvel shit from back then. But other shit, bro? Dude. Found that what was his name? Felix Trinidad, rap tee style, fucking t-shirt, $1.99 at Salvation Army.
You found Hector Lavoe,
Yeah, who is that?
el cantante.
Who the fuck is that, bro? What does he sing?
If you know, you know.
I know Tito Puente.
Oh.
Suavemente. I know that. That's how I pick up all the Spanish chicks. Because I know that. But I really only know that because Angie Martinez had that in the chorus of her song. Suavemente. They did like a remix with Wyclef. Can I get a date on Friday? Angie Martinez. I used to have the illest crush on Angie Martinez from Hot 97 when I was younger. And she was younger. Angie is still great. I know she got into a car accident recently. I hope you're doing well, Miss Martinez. Now, yeah, I got that shirt. I don't even know who that guy is, but it's pretty dope. See, here's the thing with me, and I want to shout out all you guys that have been bothering in the DMs for the last week. That I'm not gonna say that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this shit, and I'm just being honest about this because I'm not gonna act like I'm a thrift god. As far as clothing, other shit, I mean, I've put in so many hours at thrift stores in my life. I've just recently got back into it, and because I thought, what the fuck am I doing? I'm sitting at home all day, and there's fucking heat out there, bro. We got to get the heat, Doyle. We're going Wednesday. I'm taking you with me, right? You're down?
Yeah.
If you don't show up to my house on time, I'm leaving.
What's on time?
You know what time. And that's another thing we're going to get into. Be there when they fucking open, people. You know how you find shit? You get there before other motherfuckers. Early bird gets the worm. Big worm. Like from Friday. You smoking my shit? I don't know, smoking your shit. I steal from my mama. All right, easy. So, but yeah, we got to go early. I'm in the front. I'm there 10 minutes before all these places open. And obviously you can only be at 1 because most of them open at 9 a.m., right? I'm such a nut job because of how hyper competitive I am that I go inside these places. First of all, I'm caffeinated up. I'm on my new diet. I barely fucking eat anymore. I just fucking drink sugar-free Red Bull and smoke blunts and then have small snacks like a squirrel. And then, so I'm like all crazy. I go in these fucking places and I'm like going through all the racks. Now, I don't go in the bins. I'm not into the bin thing. I mean, obviously it's probably better pay off because you're going there. You're getting direct from the source, essentially. You got first pick. I mean, seriously, like this has opened a whole new fucking world to me, and I'm excited again about collecting. Gaming stalled out a little bit for me because I got everything. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. I got everything. Everything I want. Yes, there's still some games and shit out there that I would love to have. But I'm saying, for the most part, I spent 10, 15 years of my life accruing and curating a collection of exactly what the fuck I want. And I'm there. So the gaming, I haven't bought any significant gaming shit, vintage gaming shit, in a little while. I mean, have you slowed down a little with your shit too?
Yeah, a little bit, but I still do pickups here and there.
All right, but you're heavy into figures and what we call trinkets. Yeah, but you'll randomly buy a fucking Zelda calendar and shit. Like you love all that shit. I'm a little more specific in what I'm looking for, and that's why the room looks the way it does. But it's fun to go back into something and be open-minded and be like, because I remember back in the day when I started collecting, YouTube was fucking like new. And I was always trying to watch YouTube and find out, is there anyone else that's into video games like I am that would buy older games that some people think are garbage? And I started learning more. I started learning the history. I started learning why things are rare. Dude, the t-shirt game, the clothing game, I learned so many gems in the last few days. Like I said, shout out to all the motherfuckers that helped me DMing back and forth, getting facts. That's the key to all of this shit in collecting, bro. Be a fucking sponge with the knowledge, dude. I honest to God haven't really... See, luckily for me, and I'm not talking shit, like I said, I'm some fly ass motherfucker. I've always been into fashion. But designer fashion, shit like that, back in the day with your Tommy Hilfigers and the polo shit, but the more rare shit, the better shit, not just off the rack from Macy's. I was into that, and then I got into streetwear when I was a teenager. I got into real streetwear, all different types of shit. Vision, fucking Stussy. A lot of this shit before it blew up. Supreme even before it was like crazy. But I really love these kind of random obscure 80s, 90s t-shirts. Whether they're the all over print animal shit. But you got to know what you're looking at, bro. But it's fun to be new into something. I'm not as new as I was when I started with the gaming shit. Or maybe I was, you know. Maybe I was green is what they call it. But man, what a great week I had, right? So we're going to hop into a ton of this shit. I know that I just ranted about like the essence of thrifting and stuff. But specifically, like I said, get there early. These are all things. And look, that's a common sense thing when I went thrifting anyway. From all those years ago, finding video games and all that shit. But man, going through those racks, and all I do is go off the racks. I know what I'm looking for. Some things, because they're so cheap, I'll just buy. If it's $1 t-shirt, if it's $1.99 or $2.99, like I paid a couple dollars for this. If I wanted to, I could sell it for $200. Like that's crazy. Bro, what about that Gucci bag I found? I just showed that thing to you. Is that thing not beautiful?
Yeah, I think legit.
It's like a weekend bag or something. That thing was just chilling. Few dollars. And then, you know, of course, is it real? Yeah, it's fucking real, bro. And I cleaned it up. I got this wonderful leather conditioner. I would love to fucking shout that company out, but I'm too lazy to get up and I don't feel like disrupting the show to go get the bottle. But, man, it's just a spray-on, like, cream leather conditioner. But I got these Jordans, they're just Air Force One highs, the fly tops. Bro, I paid $1 for those. How beautiful are those sneakers? The black leather, look at how it looks. It was nasty when I got it, just like that Gucci bag was nasty. But all the leather and the trim, bro, that bag's got to be worth $500-$600. And it's vintage. From what I gather, it's really hard to pinpoint that shit. I'm not an expert. Hit up my boy Slobby Robbie. What up, Slobby? It's vintage. 80s, 90s, late 80s, early 90s, something like that.
Instead of bricks of cocaine you got like fucking Sega Genesis in there.
Yeah, I know. I put a bunch of Sega shit in there. I wanted to make the bag like hefty. Like I wanted to see if it fucking really... And I was trying to test the strength of the... where it was, you know, bolted in or whatever. I really gave it a test to make sure that the thing is real. I don't want it to be some fugazi. I don't like that shit, bro. But I'm pretty good with it, though. I'm pretty good with knowing about it. You know? What were you going to say?
That can pass through customs.
Yeah, bro. Hey, let me tell you. Next time I go anywhere, I might just act like I'm going somewhere just to walk around with the fucking bag. You know, it's a beautiful thing. And like, bro, what else did I find that was crazy? I said that the boxing fucking tee was dope. Oh, the Jimi Hendrix. So, bro, I'm at Goodwill and I'm walking around. And I'm searching, and Goodwill is more crowded than the thrift stores I go to, because Goodwill is Goodwill, so same thing with Salvation Army. And when I get there and there's a lot of people, I'm always like, fuck. But listen, not everybody's looking for a Grail t-shirt, bro. Some people just want to buy a pair of fucking pants for work. Like, I'm the only nut job in there, like, flipping through shit at 100 miles an hour, looking for that certain tag, for the certain thing on the shirt, making sure it's fucking single stitch and blah. Bro. I'm in there. I'm walking around. Yo, it's amazing. Have you ever seen at Goodwill when they put out they're bringing out new shit and people just swarm it? Motherfuckers are damn near fighting, and I'm like, you guys are nuts. Picking up plastic dumb shit. I'm like, I just found a $90 t-shirt for $2, and you're worried about a fucking kettle. Like a random fucking kettle or something. I'm like, dude. Anyway, and look, I'm not even really in it to resell. If somebody wants to hit me up and they make a good offer, I've had a couple... my DMs have been stupid lately, and I've really declined every single person. And I appreciate it. Shout out to you guys. Nobody was a dick. We didn't get into it. They know I'm a fucking hoarder. And now I'm just swallowing up all the... I know anybody in the fucking metro area hates me right now. Because I literally... And look, there's a million places to go. I'm saying in the places I've been, I had a couple dudes mean mugging me. When I had a cart. I mean, bro, I spent $142 this morning at Salvation Army. Do you know how much clothes I got, bro? Someone had to help me to the car with shit. I'm a grown-ass man. I had a woman help me to the car with bags. 50% off day. It's Wednesday. It wasn't today. It didn't matter. This sweatshirt alone would pay for all of it. So it doesn't matter. That's how I justify it anyway. And I'm sure I could see why it's addicting. But how many cool tees did I get, bro? I mean, we just went in my bedroom and I was showing you sorting through shit. What was your initial reaction?
No, that was a lot of shit. But there was some cool shit in there. Like the Miami Dolphins.
Yo, and that's your team. I got that for you idiot, by the way.
Oh, the coach?
Yeah.
Coach.
It was the fucking Don Shula polo from fucking 1980. Minty. And bro, I'm going to crown myself this now, and I'm probably going to get shit on by another collector. I am the crew neck king. How many crew neck sweaters do I have in there? Honestly, 40, 30 or 40? Yeah, every single one of them are phenomenal. Every single one of them. Like, there's none. Every one of them are this level fire. Whatever that Smithsonian one I found today is, what the fuck is that? It's fucking 1994. Like, that Salvation Army has the best sweatshirt shit ever. Some of their tees, and I've learned this, a lot of those tees will fool you into thinking that shit is fucking vintage when it's really not. It's really not. It's just faded because it's been washed so many times. It's from fucking 2014, bro. Chill. You gotta have a good eye, but it's fun. I'm having fun doing it. And when I get home to sort all that shit is crazy. That room looks insane right now. I don't even know. My bathroom, my master bathroom is now turned into like a high-end boutique. I took my fucking towel bar, which is like 6 feet long. I have about 40 tees hung on it. It's gonna break, but it's underneath it. I put the Joker thing and a light. It just looks like some fucking, like some chic little boutique you would go into. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. I don't, dude. This may go south for me real quick. Like, I may get super addicted. Like, I can't. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I gotta hit the spots. I gotta go. I mean, bro, I just found my little monster. Snuggles. You call him Snuggles. Bro, all right, we're gonna hit the transition, show people Snuggles, and we'll be right back. All right, motherfuckers, you know what time it is. It's time for item of the day. Today's motherfucking item. Sega Dreamcast Fight Pad. Would you call it the Fight Pad? I think that's the name of it, right? The thing about this thing that's incredible is the Dreamcast for fighters, great. The stock controller, what would you say about the regular Dreamcast controller to play your favorite fighting game?
It sucks.
No bueno. Okay?
Well, they don't let you use an analog.
Would you call it basura? Y mierda? Man, bro, I'm rolling those R's hard for a white boy. Oh, no, I know. It's serious, bro. Listen, this thing is incredible, though. The D-pad's great. The buttons are great. The shape is really the key. Now, does it beat Old Yella? I don't think so. The official joystick, right? That thing's incredible. But not everybody likes the fight stick, and I get that. This is a great alternative. It's Japanese only, like all the cool shit, controller-wise. And it's probably a $75 to $100 controller. That's me being it's a little on the high side. I mean, you might catch someone slipping on eBay for $30, but I doubt it. They also make one, the black one is clean, with the yellow buttons. That's begging for a Wu-Tang sticker. I know, I was going to get it. Nah. But honestly, and you know what's cool? A lot of people ask this question about this. A lot of people, believe it or not. It's got the spot. Because people are like, yo, your VMU, what are you going to do? No, you could fuck. And it's also, you know, have you ever got this thing? I think you had to add an external. I've never gotten it to do the vibration function. And it says vibration on there. You're going to turn the vibration on, but it doesn't do anything. Have you noticed that? I mean, is there an extra port, like an external pack, like a rumble pack that you used to put in a 64?
Does it have two or just one?
No, just one.
Yeah.
So you can only have it. You can't save your game and have it vibrate in your little hand.
Oh, what about the second controller?
Yeah, but that's the thing about that. Like, you shouldn't have to. Now, bro, when you play, like I play Quake on my Dreamcast, you gotta have a whole shitload of things going on because I plug in the Dreamcast keyboard, then I plug in my Dreamcast mouse. But then I'm like, oh, gotta plug in a third controller with the VMU to save and do all your other shit. A little crazy. But Dreamcast Fight Pad, item of the day, Wonderful thing. Look it up. If you're into fighters on the Dreamcast, which if you own a Dreamcast and you're into fighters and you don't have fighters on the Dreamcast, God bless you, because you're fucked in the head. I would say it's the best home experience with the Saturn. You know, there's great fighters, 2D fighters on the Saturn. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the Dreamcast. Best version of the best game, aside from having the arcade cabinet. Right? Who's your go-to in Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Because people ask me that every fucking day. Now, I know I'm a fanboy of the game and I fucking consistently praise it. So people want to know my shit, who's my mains and all that. But who do you usually... Well, go ahead. Spidey. Now go. Yeah.
Ken?
Ken's your boy. I noticed that. You like Ken and you only like... You get pissed off when you choose Ken and it's alternate costume. If it's not red, you don't like it. Why not?
Yeah, I think you have to press like different buttons for the colors, and you can never know what color is what.
In Marvel vs. Capcom, which one? Wait, maybe it's Marvel Superheroes. No, it has to be. Who has Venom? I'm blanking out right now. I know it's in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but
one.
There's a code you can put in. No, but it was on the Saturn, so it had to have been what Sega Saturn fighter? The reason I'm saying in this, there was a specific sequence on the D-pad you can do if you highlight Venom, and it turns Venom pinkish red. Carnage.
What? Yeah, that's Marvel vs. Capcom 1.
Oh, it's in 1. Okay, that's what it was.
And then you could do a Gray Hulk or Red Hulk or something.
Oh, yeah. No, but that's normal. That's like if you just choose Hulk and they do the random. The Venom is always black. There's literally some kind of code you got to put in. Whatever. I just thought it was cool. So you use Ken, you use Spider-Man, and who else?
Mega Man.
Mega Man, bro. You know me. Akuma, Wolverine, and then the third one is a wild card for me. Sometimes I like to do Iron Man, Proton Cannon.
See, like this one, you could play Roll in Marvel vs. Capcom 1.
Roll is sick with it.
Yeah.
People slept on Roll because they thought she's like, it's a little chicken. No, Roll fuck you up. And your boy, what about your boy Amingo? With the sombrero. That's your boy. All right, I'm being a little racist there. I'm being a little racist there. I don't mean it. I was trying to make you feel comfortable, bro. Yo, did I not get you a dope, brand new, dead stock Peruvian T-shirt today? It says it's not even in English. It says made in Peru. It's from Peru. It's small. I'll give it to your mom. It's brand new. Yeah. So just tell her what's up, and she can have that T-shirt. And God bless Peru. And I want to go to Machu Picchu, and I want to go to the pyramids, and I want to learn about aliens, and smoke a blunt, and then go in the woods that you tell me not to go in over there that has the light.
That's dangerous.
While I listen to Joe Rogan in the woods smoking a blunt, and then I'm gonna eat mushrooms. Doyle, have you ever eaten mushrooms?
No.
Oh, because I always thought that's what happened to you, that you just had one bad trip and never came back. All right, we're way off track. What should we talk? Should we go back to thrifting real quick? You know what? I want to talk about buying My Pet Monster. So, I go to the thrift store in the morning. I'm walking in there. I roll around. Now, this is the thrift spot, not Salvation Army, not Goodwill. I got this nice little mom and pop thrift spot that's off the beaten path, but it's a pretty large place. And I go there. It's not far. Like, you have to understand, everything is far as fuck with this shit. Like, I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm originally from Long Island, New York, where everything is right there. You can fucking... This shit, it takes fucking... How long does it take to get out of this fucking community I live in? It's like 8 minutes to get out of here. And then another 25, 30 minutes of driving before I get to where I need to be in the thrift store. So, I get there right when they open. I walk in. Now, this thrift spot actually has some decent video game selection. Nothing crazy that I've ever found, but some decent, and they're all $1. So I'm like, I might just pick up a few for $1, right? I'm looking at it. I'm also looking at DVDs, because this is a tip, but people already know this. Obviously, when you look at DVDs, look to see if it's green, it's Xbox, or if it's GameCube. Look for the PlayStation on the spine. Just give it a quick glance, you know? And that's the thing with me. I'm so OCD, I have to look at everything. Otherwise, it'll bother me in my brain. Because I'll leave the store and go, Yeah, but I didn't get that last corner. I mean, the same thing with the t-shirts. When you guys see all those racks, my fingers touched every single one of those. Some people that are like veteran shirt people are like, yeah, bro, I mean, I've dug in the bins for 9 hours in a day before. I get it. You know, Lieutenant Dan, I understand. But here's the thing. I looked through all the games. I mean, all the movies. I didn't really find any games. Same thing with CDs. Always look in the CD rack. Bro, it could be a Dreamcast game. Could be a PS1 game. Or it could just be a dope ass. Yo, you know what I bought today? Yeah, I didn't see it in the bag. What the fuck? My Goodwill bag. I found Wu-Tang Forever, which is cool. I mean, I always, anything Wu-Tang, I'll just buy rent. I have about 30 copies of Wu-Tang Forever. You bought me the promo single. That was cool. Remember when you went to the thrift store a long time ago and you found like the single and had the white label? This one was the double CD, but it had this cover, like a sliding Wu-Tang book. I never saw it. Now I'm pissed off. I didn't remember seeing it when I was unpacking. Anyway, it's probably in my trunk or something. So this thrift spot, I'm walking around, right? I do the same thing every time. I hit the VHS and the video game DVD section. I've gotten better at stop buying the dollar VHSs because it's really getting out of hand now. Everything is getting out of hand again. I stopped for a while. The dollar VHSs, okay, I'm done. So I'm roaming around. Bro, I hit the vinyl. Every time I went there, I go, they have a big vinyl section, but God, it's fucking dusty and disorganized and just looks like just random old shitty fucking weirdo like a random white dude on the cover from 1946 that looks like he sings stupid folk music and it's not interesting. Well, this time I look down, I just see a bunch of graffiti and I see and then I saw Foxy Brown and I'm like, oh shit. And then I looked to my left and there's the electronics section right to the left. There's a whole bunch of DJ equipment, turntables. It was a new mark. I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't a Techniques. I'm a snob, I know. But I go, yo, I know what happened. They bought this off a DJ. Like, I can tell. It was like, boom. They got fucking, God knows how they source their shit and where they get it from. I start flipping through. I find a bunch of battle records. Battle records are records that have like, when I used to be heavy into cutting and scratching, like different random break beats and sounds, and so you could scratch the DJ shit. Like your favorite DJ, Qbert, that goes crazy. So I started flipping through. I found a couple of really good DJ Rectangle, good shit. Found a Richard Pryor vinyl, a whole live performance of Richard Pryor on vinyl. I mean, dude, bro, who's your favorite comedian? Real quick, who's your favorite comedian?
Damn, Bernie Mac was good.
Bernie Mac? Don't you can't say it. You know I got to do it. Same thing with Kanye was on them. Nigga on your little book, man. Man, bro, I miss Bernie Mac, man. Passed away. Yo, remember when I thought Ray Liotta passed away for real and we almost got into a fist fight about it? Because you're like, yo, he didn't fuck. I'm like, dude, Ray Liotta died. I saw it online. This is years ago. And you're like, bro, he's in a fucking commercial. Remember? He was in like that, I think it was a tequila commercial. I'm like, bro, they could have filmed that way fucking before. I don't know why I thought Ray Liotta died.
Yeah, the Mandela effect.
Oh. Yeah, what if in my timeline he did die? But then I got fucking zapped back to here. Somebody the other day said that like something, they were trying to mention something to do with the Matrix and me and like and I told them I took both the pills and this is what the fuck happened. My life is fucking weird, bro. Some shit is definitely, I don't know. Anyway, back to the thrift store, for God's sakes. And by the way, my favorite comedian of all time, Richard Pryor was really in Kinnison, and Adam Sandler, not really. As a comedian, I was just thinking of Chris Rock and shit like that. But I think it's Richard Pryor.
No, it's rest in peace, Bernie Mac. But what about Richard Pryor?
Well, rest in peace.
Damn.
He died. What, you think Richard Pryor's still alive? He's not still alive.
Mandela effect.
Yeah, now I'm confused. Okay, now I don't know what's going on. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm walking around the aisles in the thrift store, right? And I look, and I make all my stupid videos and blah, blah, blah. I see My Pet Monster. And it registered with me, but it didn't register with me. And I'm like, cool. And I noticed he was missing an eye, not a big deal. Otherwise in good condition. But I don't know why I didn't think to like immediately grab it. Like it's pretty rare and it's valuable and it's the right version of it and all this other shit. I just made a funny video. I walked away. Okay. I'm going through the racks. I'm looking for clothes. I get some shit. I find the Ninja Turtle. I found my Michelangelo 1989 plushie. $1. I'm like, all right. So I'm holding on to him. I get some clothes and some other random shit. I buy it and I leave. And then I get in my car and I'm DMing with everyone is going batshit crazy about fucking My Pet Monster. And then my boy DMs me and he's like, you bought that, right? Question mark. And I'm like, I just typed back. I'm like, yeah. And it immediately hit me. What the fuck am I doing? Why didn't I buy that? I panic. And I'm like, yeah, that thing's worth like $150, $100. I go back inside. And I go, Terminator. I fucking walk. Bro, there's this dude on the phone speaking Spanish. And he's got his hand on it. And all he's saying, I just heard him say, por los niños. And I'm like, no, not for your kids, bro. No, not today. The kids are losing. I need it. And he's got his hand on it, but it's on the shelf. And I'm like, I just stand there like a velociraptor and stare at him. Like 3 feet, like from me to you, just. And then he goes and kneels down and starts looking at other toys on the shelf. And he's still on the phone. And I just reach over and I grab him by one hand. Not the guy, the fucking My Pet Monster. And just beeline it to the fucking register. And I'm like, I'm waiting for the guy to be like, hey, I fucking was going to buy that. And I just was, and I get to the register and I'm like, hi, how you doing, man? Yeah, I was just here. Yeah, I just bought that. And I'm like, yeah. And then, and I was like, I don't even know what, I don't know what was going on. Once again, I was probably over caffeinated. I told this lady, I made up this, like I got paranoid. I don't know what I was doing. I told this lady I had a daughter and I was buying it for, she didn't give, I didn't need this. I just wanted to buy it. First of all, I didn't know what the price was. That was the issue. And I'm like, it's missing an eye. And my daughter, I'm like, I don't have a daughter. I don't have anything.
You stole it from the guy.
I know. And that's probably what made me nervous. I was like thinking he's going to come up behind me and fucking DDT me or some crazy shit. Suplex me. And the lady says it's $2. And I go to give her my fucking credit card. And then she's like, no. It's, it's under $5 so you can. And I'm like, oh, and I don't usually have cash, but I had cash and I got it. And I just went to my car. And I got it. And we're good. And as you call him, Snuggles is chilling over there. So that was kind of crazy. Not really. It was like, but that would have sucked, bro. If I would have walked back in there in that same scenario, but the guy actually took it off the shelf and just put it under his arm, I got to take the L. You got to take the L, bro. It's part of the game. And that's why those other motherfuckers were mean mugging me at Salvation Army. Like, motherfuckers got nerve. They walk up on me like and I'm always like, I'm like a little fucking, I'm looking outside. I know because I have my cart. I push around the cart in the Salvation Army. See, I learned my lesson. I immediately go to the back and start getting my fucking clothes, and I rip them off the hangers, and then I throw them on my shoulder. Well, next thing I know, I got 12 shirts on my shoulder in 2 minutes. And I'm like, I can't, so I have to go to the front. I get the cart. Now I'm nervous that I'm leaving the area. Someone's going to go over there. It's like, bro, no, it's just an old lady looking for a fucking sweater. Like, calm the fuck down. But that same mentality is why, I swear to God, I got a few G's worth of shit this week for a few $100. The complex is that I don't sell it, but I just like to know that. I just like to know that what I got is valuable. Did I buy some bullshit? Sure. But that comes part of it. I'm not leaving it there. If I look at it, I look at this, I immediately knew it was something. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know what Kenzo was, but I looked at this sweater, and I looked at the tag and then the quality of the material. I'm like, dude, it's old and that shit looks fly as fuck. Obviously, do you have a phone on you? Look it up on eBay. I don't even go that far. For $1.99, I'm buying it. And if I get it home and it ain't worth shit or it's stupid, whatever. But initially, I'm getting it because I think it's fly. Same thing with this hat. Some people, this hat, you have to understand, the difference in materials, the way this is made, it's higher quality than some of this shit today, and that's immediately how I know. It's vintage, and it's just dope to me anyway. And that's the cool thing about buying vintage shit or just going thrifting. You create your own style, and not just within clothing, within everything, bro. It's pretty liberating, and it's fun. And of course, with the internet, How beautiful is it that everyone interacts? It's the same shit with gaming. I'm just in a little bit of a new field. But I gotta be honest, man. I really found some fucking crazy shit this week, man. Get hype, man. Wednesday, we're going.
Snuggles?
Yo, Snuggles. I mean, that alone, man. I paid $2 for My Pet Monster. That's pretty dope. I know. But what about those Nikes I showed you? That's dope. What about that Gucci bag? What about those crazy t-shirts in my bathroom boutique? Like I said, so I'm in Goodwill, and Jimi Hendrix t-shirt, tie-dye, I'm walking past the rack to go up front, and there's like random racks, which I gotta get those, where you put the fucking hangers up and shit. And there was random women's clothing, and there was dumb shit. There was a big-ass jersey. There was something stupid. There was a fucking shoelace. And I'm like, wow, man. But I saw t-shirts, a couple. And I saw the sleeve, and it was tie-dye. I flip it this way. Boom, Jimi Hendrix. And I go, holy shit. This is... And look, I still didn't know that it was what it was. But you get a gut feeling of like, no, this is something legit. Like, so fuck it. For $1.50, I think it was, or $2.99, throw it in the basket. Now, I say that to myself 50, 60 times in each one of these places. Next thing I know, I'm that guy at the fucking counter. The line is 1 million people, and they're like doing one t-shirt at a time. Little old Elaine is just... I'm like, let me help you with the fucking hangers. Hurry up. There's so many fucking people waiting. And I could see some hype beast motherfuckers like, this motherfucker, what is that? What do you got there? It's fucking Jimi Hendrix. And I'm just like, bro. And I left. I just left, and I go home, and I fucking smoke a fat blunt, and I sort through it all. And it's wonderful. And I can't wait to do it again tomorrow. All right, motherfuckers. Round three. Let's get it done. New Xbox. Did you see it?
Yeah, it's alright.
You don't like it?
I mean, I'm not a big Xbox fan, you know?
Well, and that's my thing with it, right? I'm not an Xbox guy, but I can appreciate the cosmetics of that. It's called the Series X. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Series X. I like the name. I like the hardware. I'm going to ask you, do you like the way it looks? What don't you like about it?
It just looks like a box.
As opposed to the Xbox now that looks the same? Like, I mean, it's a different form as far as this way instead of this way, but I appreciate that they dramatically changed the cosmetics of the... back in the day, bro, when there was a fucking SNES into the fucking Saturn, into the PS1, into the 64, look at how different those systems were. They were radically different, and I miss those days. Look, I have a PS4 Pro and an Xbox One X right there, stacked on top of each other. It looks like almost one unit. There's almost no difference there. It's just a black box. So yes, one of them has a couple more lines or whatever, but I miss the days of being excited for the way a console actually looked. Now, it's going to be stupid powerful, We're talking about this is like gaming PC, like for real shit. You could still get something crazier, but now the PS5, all I gotta say is it better not look like that dev kit. Motherfuckers, But I saw a lot of people trying to kill the Xbox online. I'm like, stereotypical motherfuckers that just want to hate on shit. Like, and that's always gonna be, no matter what happens. People want to hate on it. What do they do? You send me all the memes with it looks like a refrigerator. Someone did it where it looks like a GameCube, right? They just put the controller ports, which, I mean, it's square. I get it, but it's more of a, it's weird. The disc input is kind of weird, although I like it. And thank God it's not a tray. I mean, they got away from trays. We know trays.
I thought it was all digital.
No, I think that's what that is in the front. That slot has got to be for a disc.
Nah, it's all digital. It's like a PC.
Oh, I didn't read up on it. I mean, I run a fucking gaming podcast. Probably should read. I'm talking about t-shirts all day. Whatever. I go through my ups and downs. Now, for real? So there's not a slot in the front?
Nah.
And I guess I'm assuming PS5's going the same? No. Wait, so they specifically said that there is no physical games going to be released for that console?
That's what I thought. I thought it was all digital.
Doyle,
like a
this
PC.
better not be another one of those that's what I thought things. Because I clearly know what I fucking saw on the front of that thing. I mean, unless I'm crazy. It looked like a fucking thing to put the disc in.
Oh, yeah. It says it's backwards compatible.
Bro, you know, the least you could do is get your fucking facts right. God, at least I know I'm not crazy. You're definitely fucking crazy. Damn. And that comes out 2020. Like, I gotta wait till this time next year. What is it? It's $500. Right? $499 should. Don't worry, you give me a crazy look. That's what these things are gonna cost. You know, if you wanted an equivalent gaming PC, you would pay more than $500 for what's in there, I think. So, I mean, I'm down. Like I said, I'm more of a PlayStation guy. I'm not an Xbox guy. That Xbox One X, it doesn't... I should get rid of that fucking thing. I bought it for the 4K movies and then it started fucking up, remember? You're the idiot that you got the HDR TV out there. You got to get all the 4K Blu-rays. Fucking Steelbook Steve over here. How many Steelbooks you got now, Doyle?
I got like 20 of them.
But I got the best one. Venom. Endgame. And then Resident Evil 2. Remake.
No, you got Infinity War.
Oh, is that Infinity War? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't get Endgame. Right. But I got Thanos with the... Now, is it Thanos or Thanos? Let's get it done.
I think it's Thanos.
Thanos, not Thanos. Is it Ryu or Ryu? Let's get it done today. Let's do definitive fucking, you know what I mean? Is it Mario or Mario? Because all these things, I mean, bro, they piss me off because people fucking... I mean, I talked about the Mario thing on here before. Yeah, did they say... Okay, your boy is AC Slater. Did they say, is it Mario Lopez or Mario Lopez? Coming up on Entertainment Tonight, we've got Mario Lopez. That sounds right. Or Mario. Damn. I don't know. But you know what? What? Go ahead.
Breaking news. There is a disc drive.
It's not breaking news. We fucking just established that 4 minutes ago. That there's a disc drive. And I said you're an idiot because you fucking just definitively said that there wasn't. What did you think the slot in the front was when you looked at it?
I thought it was a design thing.
What the? Oh, make it aerodynamic? What the fuck would... I don't know. Well, you're not buying one anyway. You're just waiting for the new Nintendo Switch to come out. Or Switch Lite.
The new Breath of the Wild's coming out in 2020.
Wonderful. I'll hold my breath. Fuck that thing. Yeah, bars. Bars. Nah. No, I mean, I wish Nintendo would just come out with some... wouldn't it be crazy if Nintendo's just like, oh, PlayStation, oh, Xbox, hold my beer. And they just fucking put out something like 60 million times as powerful. It's like an $800 console. They just completely did a 180 from what... I would buy into that. They should just be like, no, we're twice as powerful as the new Xbox. They would be... Imagine Microsoft and Sony would freak the fuck out. But you know what's funny is... Well, PlayStation sells the most consoles. PS4. I'm pretty sure PS4 has outsold the Xbox One by a lot. And the Nintendo Switch. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Nintendo Switch is up there.
More than PS4? Look it up right now. Google it right now. And if you're wrong, I'm going to cut off one of your feet. I mean, if you're wrong. Yeah, if you're wrong, one of your feet are gone. You get to choose. What's the answer?
Nintendo Switch.
For real? Or are you just saying that? How many do they sell?
Let me check.
No, there's no way. You're telling me there's more Nintendo Switches sold than PS4s? I don't believe it. There's no way. That's Nintendo's best-selling console, possibly. But the Wii, I think, would be more. No.
Nintendo has sold 8.7 million Switch consoles.
How many PS4s were sold? Yep. I can't wait till you read this fucking number.
It doesn't say it.
I might come across the table and slap the shit out of you when I know I took the W. So be prepared.
Nah.
Just type it in right now. How many PlayStation 4s were sold?
I don't see it.
Just because you didn't type it in. You went to NintendoBias.com. NintendoFanboy.com Pro membership. Fuck you. 9.7 million consoles. PlayStation sold that last week, motherfucker.
Best gaming console?
Just
PS4 Pro?
How many PlayStations were sold? It's not that fucking hard, Doyle. If I have to type this in, I'm really...
No, say it.
Okay, so that's G14 classified information. Is that what you're telling me?
We might have to ask the streets.
No, the streets are going to be screaming into the fucking their mobile device screen or their fucking laptop or their TV. Specifically at you and your bullshit. This is just a long way for you because you don't want to accept the L. Go
100
ahead.
million?
Thank you. And what was the Nintendo Switch? 10 million? You fucking idiot. Yo, the PlayStation 4 has been out since 2013, 12. I mean, bro, are you joking? Don't ever fucking test me. And the PS1, I think, is the most selling console of all time.
No, PS2.
I mean,
That
PS2.
know. Yeah.
PS2.
I see. I know some things.
Yeah. Bro, you're supposed to be up on your Nintendo knowledge, by the way.
I still love the Switch, though.
It's not a great system, man. It's just, we're just gonna go through this forever. You know, it would be dope if, I was gonna say it would be dope if they made a portable. What is that?
You haven't seen that? The banana on the
the banana
art shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so people are bringing their own.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you consider that banana on the wall art? You know, it was 120 grand for one of them.
Well, somebody paid for that.
Mm-hmm. But is it art? I mean, you know that you can go to... I went to an art exhibit once. Don't ask me why. I was trying to impress this chick. It was bad. Yeah. I took her to... Yeah. It was expensive as fuck.
Museum chick?
Yeah, museum chick. Well, then that was the deal. She was kind of a museum chick. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You want to see some art? Yeah. Bro, there was a fucking cube on the floor in this big white room. And it was clear. And that was the art. It was just a box. So I said to the guy, bro, I know that I'm not a visionary, but what makes this... I mean, am I bugging? Or this is just a clear plexiglass cube on a white floor. And you know what he told me? It was the artist. I don't even remember his name. It was French. He goes, it is what you make it. I said, what? He tried to tell me that the art is the fact that there's nothing in the box. And that you're supposed to... Yeah. And you know what? This dumb fucking bitch, excuse my language, because I didn't like that chick. We had a bad... Yeah. You know what she said? She's like, yeah, man, I get it. And that's from right there, I knew we got problems. Right there, the little dude that lives in my head that looks like Men in Black, the little guy that flips open. The belt's on Orion's neck. The little guy. I used to love how he did the... Anyway, see, bro, you see how scatterbrained? But anyway, the little guy in my head that lives there, because there is a guy in my head. If you would have flipped my face open, there's that guy chilling. He hit the code red button with that bitch. Just like, get out of this. Get out of this right now. This girl is crazy. She was so fine, though, bro.
She saw the art, though.
Yeah, I know. She saw the art. Yeah. She saw it inside of a taxi cab 20 minutes later.
She might be the flat earther that I'm looking for.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what you need, is to find a woman who believes in flat earth. Yeah, bring her to my house, bro. I'll interview her on the podcast. Fucking shred her up. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Whatever. No big deal. Anyway, I think we're going to end the show here. We're getting off the rails here. We're going to end it. We had a solid show. I had a wonderful week thrifting. Shout out to all my people that were all in my DMs this week. I had a great time in the DMs this week. It was just... because I was posting so much shit. It was really fun. Anyway, at Retro and Rare on Instagram, at Retro and Rare Podcast, at Just Retro Chillin'. Until next time, peace.